Today I'll be showing you how to use Keynote in a fun and interactive way with your students on their iPads. First thing you need to do is open up Keynote. Once you open Keynote, select a simple presentation, and then you're going to get rid of these text boxes by deleting them. Tap on them and delete, tap and delete so that it highlights them. And the next thing you're going to do is insert a selfie. You can either take a picture or add one from one of your photo galleries. The type of presentation that we're going to create today is just a simple identify the body parts on the face. So the eyes, the nose, the mouth. We will be using Keynote in a non-linear way. This identifying the body parts project is a simple and easy first project for all students so that they understand the process on how to create an interactive Keynote. Now that we've selected a selfie or added a selfie, we're going to select a new slide, preferably one with a picture and information. We're going to add eyes to this one, and we're going to add a sentence about, this is my eye. And then we're also going to input our photo. We can do that by pressing the plus sign in the bottom right corner of the picture, and it brings up our photo album. So I've inputted my picture, my selfie, and I'm going to zoom in on my eye and crop so that I can just focus on that eye. When we're finished zooming in, we can crop it, clicking done, and then enlarge it so that it's a little easier to see. Now we're going to go ahead and add another slide by clicking the plus sign in the bottom left corner. And again, one with pictures and text. Add a picture, but we're going to zoom in on the nose this time. So this slide is going to be all about the nose. And then we type in nose. And then we're going to go ahead and add a sentence to that. And then rearrange our photo. Next, we're going to add another slide by clicking the plus sign in the bottom left corner. And again, get a new slide. This time, we're going to focus in on the mouth. So type in mouth, and then write a sentence, and then add a picture and zoom in on it. Now, your students could add anything. It does not have to be about the face. It could be about the rock cycle. It could be about literature. There's many different ways that you could use this style of project. Now it's time to become interactive. So we're going to go ahead and click that first slide. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add an object. So we're going to hit the plus sign in the top right corner and go to shapes, and we're going to select the square. Now we're going to drag that square to fill the whole page. Now that we've done that, we're going to tap it one more time and then select link. From there, we can select where we want this slide to link to. Because this is our first slide, we want it to link to itself. So if the students click anywhere but where we want them to, it links right back to this slide. So by doing the link to, we're setting this up as like one big button over the whole screen. Now what we want to do is go to Format and change the fill color to no fill. That makes it an invisible button, an invisible shape, so the shape has interactivity. So now I'm going to go to my next slide, the eye. I'm going to do the same thing, add a shape, and I'm going to cover the whole slide with this color. Then I'm going to click it, and then I'm going to link to. And I'm going to link back to the very first slide. That's what I want it to do. So that if they click on this slide, it goes right back to the beginning. So again, go to Format, and then go to Fill and No Fill. So now I'm going to go to the next slide, again, Fill the whole slide with that shape. And click on link. And then link back to that first slide. Or in this case, I'm going to link to slide 1. But you could also click this first slide. And then now I'm going to go back up to Format. Whoops. There we go. Format and go to Fill. And click No Fill. Now do the same thing on my last slide. Now that we're finished linking all of our slides, let's go ahead and check to make sure that they work and link up where we want them to. So I'm going to click on my first slide and play. I click anywhere, it stays right here. It doesn't move to the next slide. So you can see me touching it there. Now I'm going to go back to my next slide and I'm going to do the same thing. It should go back to the first slide. Perfect. Now to go away from this, just simply pinch down and it'll go back to your editing menu. So we try all the slides to make sure they link back to this very first slide. Wherever we click, they always link back to that first slide. Good. Now we're ready to go to the next step. So now what we want to do is add shapes on top of our larger button, and we're going to cover up our eyes with these shapes. So we're going to add these little ovals. And just like we did before, what we're going to do is link, but this time we're going to link to one of the other slides, the slide that corresponds to the eyes. So you can see the number over there on the left side. So we're going to link to slide number 2 here. Back. And now what we want to do is make this link with a no fill, the shape no fill. So I want to go up here to Format and go over to no fill. Good. Now it's invisible. Now realize these shapes that you see, the invisible shapes, they will go away. But if I play it and click the eye, it goes right to this eye. And I click it, it goes back. So then pinch down, and then it goes back to my main editing menu. Let's add another shape to the other eye, in case the students know if they were kindergartners are clicking on the eyes. So again, we want to link, and we want to link settings to link to slide number 2. And then again, we're going to go up to Format, and we're going to go to Fill, and we're going to click No Fill. So now we have, it looks like we got some glasses on, but those will go away. So if I click that eye, it goes there. So it's going exactly where we want it to. Now we're going to go ahead and add a shape now for the nose. We want to add that shape. So we can select a shape like the triangle here. And then we're going to add that to the nose. Kind of shrink it down a little bit. Kind of looks like a pumpkin here. Get it to fit about right. But we don't want it to overlap the other buttons on the eyes. So we're going to link, and we're going to link to the slide. In this case, it's going to be slide number 3. Slow here. Okay, and then we're going to go up to Format, and we're going to go to Fill, and No Fill. So let's test it out really quick. Let's go ahead and play. Click the nose. Hey, it goes to the slide. Click anywhere, it goes right back. Great. Pinch to close. And then now let's go ahead and add shape to the mouth. So I'm going to add to the mouth. So let's go ahead and add a shape. And I'm going to pick the circle and skew it a little bit. Make kind of an oval shape. And you can use any shape if you want to use a square. Anything works. Just do it to whatever adapts to your project. So from there, I'm going to link to the last slide. So that's slide number 4. And then I'm going to go up and click the Format and go to Fill and No Fill. So now I have all my slides complete. So now if I click the mouth, it goes to the mouth. If I click the nose, it goes to the nose and then goes back. And I click the eye, it goes to the eye. I click the other eye, it goes to the other eye. But no matter where I click, it always comes back to this main page. Thank you for watching, and I hope you find a way to use Keynote in your class in this interactive manner. Thank you.